Not me.
You're the DM.
I'm eating.
Oh, well.
JD, do it.
Well, guys, welcome back to Stories and Sorceries, and here's Rob with the announcements.
Wow. Thank you, Will, with a different voice. Today, I'm here to tell you to join our Discord, please. We need interaction, and we need people to talk to about magic, video games, and things of that nature. And D&D, of course. You know, episodes, characters.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
Yeah, tell us what your favorite pie is, guys.
I'll tell you what mine is. It's pecan.
Well, look at him. It's pecan. What about yours, Will?
I'm a fan of apple.
Wait.
American. I like it.
Let me correct that real quick. For other people, pecan.
I will hate
If you don't know what a
will hurt
pecan
you.
is, it's pecan.
I will hurt you.
That's not how you say that. Anyway, join our Discord. Episode description. That's where you'll find it, along with some other neat stuff. Do that. And this episode, I am asking
And
all
blackberry.
of you to go and check out,
Apple and blackberry.
guys.
Peach cobbler.
The pie's
We're
over.
talking about cobblers.
Cobbler's over. Anywho,
Started.
go check out.
The pie.
All right, I'm done with the I'm done with the pie.
Okay.
Go check out Behold the Roll.
There you go. Go check out Behold the
Dungeons
Roll.
and Dime Bag.
Dungeons and Dime Bags.
Check out
Talking is a free action. Go check out Quest Fantastic. Roll and Tell. Go check out
Double DM.
Double DM. Check them out. Go
there's so
check
many.
out. Good God, there's so many.
Yo, get on Twitter and go check out Matthew's Nerdy Nation.
Matthew's fucking Nerdy Nation.
Guys,
This episode is
guys,
dedicated to Matthew's Nerdy Nation. Our number one fan. Through thick and thin, Matthew has been with us. Check him out at Twitter, at Matthew's Nerdy. He's a fucking G. Will, back to you.
Back to me. What? But I'm still washing pie out of my teeth. Yeah, so I guess back to me. Last we left off. Nope. I got things. I got buttons to hit and all kinds of shit. Technical difficulties. All the wrong buttons. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've just forgotten how to use my phone.
YouTube? Jesus.
I literally just forgot how to use my phone. Anyways, last we left off, the four of you nearing the tail of your journey through the deserts of Al-Kiar, rapidly approaching the first major city in your stops. You were accosted by three unknown creatures that rocketed themselves through the air through
How did they rocket themselves? I
posterior
can't remember.
propulsion. And while you did brutal combat with these creatures, you seem to have drawn the ire of a behemoth of a species. The monstrous mutation of this creature made itself apparent and brutalized many of you, accosted the city walls, and was finally driven off by ballista and boiling oil. And that is where we will pick up in the wake of the attack. Many of you have already been spoken to and told that you will be seen into the city as your names and faces have been remembered. And with that being said, let's hop back into the story.
I'm on Astrian's back.
You are being carried by
Unconscious.
Astrian.
I'll wake up tomorrow.
With that, Boris and this guard lead you through the night to the gates of this city. And as you walk through the scorched sands of this battlefield, what have it, you notice a few individuals. You notice the Schwarmy individual who's got a map for sale. He seems to have made it. The large, dark-skinned man who seemed really, really willing to fight, but just more willing to follow orders. He seems okay. A few of the no-name faces that you met during the travel. Boris, of course, has made it. And then 2 individuals you notice have been decimated in the final blast. The small mage individual and the person he attempted to carry to safety. You pass their charred and deceased bodies. The guard seems unbothered by the carnage around him, and Boris just kind of holds his head up from it. As you're sent to the gates, well, I've got more stuff to take care of here, inventory. Come here. And Boris walks to the side with the guard for a moment, and he whispers. Okay. Would anybody like to make an attempt to listen?
I can't. I'm unconscious.
That is true.
Eustace will.
I'll attempt, but if you want me to do a disadvantage, I will. But I'm not like hardcore. Like,
You don't actually care?
yeah.
Then what is your passive perception?
14? I do believe.
Then you probably will not hear this.
Yeah, 14.
Yep.
My passive was better.
7.
And your passive is
14. I
So-
rolled a 10.
My passive was better at 15.
It is clear that he is making an attempt to not be heard. As he speaks to the guard for a moment, you see him cut his eyes back towards the 4 of you. Then he pats the guard on the shoulder and separates from him.
Can I go chase after Boris?
You can attempt, and as you do, the guard kind of puts his hand up and he says, "Oh, we've got places to be. We need to get you checked in."
Boris, I have something for you.
"And what would that be?"
I found this in the wreckage. I don't think you want it lying around.
He kind of stops for a moment and turns on his heel and walks back. "And what have you got?"
I hand him the box. All 400 in it.
All right.
Clap.
I'm
everyone
so
clap.
fucking proud right now.
DM clap.
Chaotic good.
Uh,
Cause chaos by
he kind
accident.
of weighs it in his hand for a moment. He says, "Well, there were quite a few things that we weren't able to get out before the attack happened, so I appreciate that. If we find anything anybody else has lost, we'll be sure to return them to whoever needs them."
He's missing 3 fingers. You think you could look out for them?
What? And he looks over at
Blood
Albion.
just-
And he goes,
I would like to try to reconnect him if possible.
"Yeah, sure. Hey, once you get them checked in, let me know where they're staying. I'll send somebody over if I can find them."
I'm just a cruel joke.
He walks away. He's kind of like laughing in the air. That's fucking great.
That's awesome. I love it.
And I'm not even conscious to hear.
Eustace is just sitting there chuckling, just shaking his head.
But
Fought
yes,
valiantly to protect those people running back to that city. This is how I'm
the
treated.
guard kind of begins. He brings you into the portcullis, and the exterior gate closes behind you, and he takes one last look back, and then he turns to the 4 of you, and he says, "I don't know if you made any connections on your trip up here, but you don't need to worry about anyone out there. They'll be taken care of. You 4 just seem the most able to move, save for that fella there, but he seems like you're pretty content to carry him, so I figure we can continue in. It's pretty late at night, so don't mind the state of the city. It's much prettier during the day. And once y'all all get some rest, I'll be sure to come back and give you a full tour. But until then, I'd like to formally welcome you to our shining ruby, our beautiful city of Durrell." As the main gate opens inward, and even in the dark night sky, you can see glimmers through the city, glasswork that adorns many of these buildings, kind of reflecting oil lamps from interiors and small city torches that kind of keep the streets dimly lit but walkable at night. At this hour, you don't see nearly anyone. Dreg, you with your 15 passive perception, despite not having any dark vision, can make out some shapes just on the cusp of your vision. At one corner of a street, you see somebody kind of shift on what they're leaning on to be some kind of pole arm. That's probably a guard. You look and you see a fountain that's kind of spurting water and cooling the vicinity. And on one side of that, there's another guard. But no passerbys, no hustle, no bustle at this hour of the night. And you are led through the city. You walk for 5-10 minutes and you only occasionally see a guard. No commoners. Until eventually the man escorting you stops and he says, "Oh, here we are. This is one of my favorite pools." He throws open a door and a scent hits you first. Cooked meat, sweetness, incense, smokes. And you do see this warmly lit interior. It kind of glows a yellow with candlelight and lamps. "Welcome to the Mighty Maiden. This here is where I like to come spend my days. Marianne, come down here. We got some people that need checked in, and somebody needs a hell of a bed. Don't let him bleed anywhere."
I use prestidigitation on the group to clean us up before we go in, and no, I don't have a stench this time.
Oh, thank fucking God.
You kind of stop as somebody's kind of stomping down the stairs, hurrying along, and you take that brief moment to kind of wave your hands over everybody, and Dreg, that pesky, obnoxious stench kind of just vanishes in an instant. The sand and mud and blood and goo that had accumulated on you during that fight and the sweat all gone in almost an instant. The dried blood on your brother, gone. The dirty bandages, cleaned.
Finger still gone?
Finger still gone.
Oh, that sucks.
All of this happens, and you just wonder, if he could do that, why? And you're just blown away with questions. The guard, however, kind of just pauses. He's like, "Huh, neat trick." And about that time, a woman comes stomping from around the doorframe. This tall, orcish individual, corset and bonnet, kind of like throws an elbow on the doorframe and says, "Howdy.
Is she hot?
Are you into orcs?"
I don't know. They could look good.
I got that mini I could paint.
She's fairly buxom, hippie, but very muscular. She has 2 fairly large tusks that protrude from her bottom jaw. They come up to about her cheekbone. She has on a little bit of makeup, just enough to accent her eyes and the green of her skin. All in all, she looks very well put together. Whether or not she's quote-unquote hot, I'll leave to you.
I was raised in a monastery, so...
Beautiful. Smells nice, too. You see, woman. But she kind of takes the group in. So will that be 4 rooms or 3? Or 2? Or 1?
How many beds are in a room?
1 bedroom. Of course, exceptions can be made. We can move things around. It can be 2.
Can I get 2 beds in one room?
Sure.
I believe we'll do the same. Is that okay with you? As I look to Astrian.
Astrid will nod.
So 2 rooms, 2 beds apiece. Does a gold and 5 silver sound amicable apiece?
I'll begrudgingly reach in and pull out a gold and 5 silver.
Okay.
I throw 2 gold for the hospitality.
So that's 3.5 gold total. She pockets it. So, have you fellas eaten tonight?
I'm actually really starving.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, your meals have been paid for, so grab a seat and they'll come right out.
Anything we want?
Well, you get what the house serves with the rooms that you've just purchased.
Oh. Okay.
Of course, if you'd like to put in some change of your own, exceptions can be made.
Do you think you could wake up my buddy here? Like, do you know like some secret trick?
She kind of like leans forward, and this is a tall woman, almost 8 feet. She kind of leans towards the unconscious Albion. I know just the trick.
Oh.
And then she reaches down and grabs him by the collar and just smacks the hell out of him. You will come with 1 hit point. Come to consciousness with 1 hit point.
Shit.
Hey, Albion, it's time to eat.
I had a funny suggestion.
Oh, what happened with that big butt thing?
What did you say about my butt?
No, not you. Big.
You're about to be unconscious again.
What? My fingers.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to my fingers? What did you guys do to me?
Well, that's a story for over dinner. Let's just eat.
Didn't even bandage.
They are
Start-
bandaged.
They were bandaged.
Oh, were they? Oh, okay.
Clean bandages, too. Hardly any blood on them after that prestidigitation.
I'm in
I
a
was gonna
mass
say,
state of confusion because the last I remember,
to wake him up.
the last thing I remember is a giant caravan
Oh, yeah.
falling on me,
100%.
and now I'm in a tavern, and so I'm just like,
Be happy it was only your fingers.
and I sit back and I'm just looking around.
You manage to find an open table that looks to be like it's meant to be seated for 6, but when the 4 of you take your seats, some helping hands come along and they remove the extra 2, kind of like give you the courtesy of, you probably don't want to be bothered, right? Your meals will be out shortly, and they kind of make their way into the crowd.
Are you twins?
Are you talking to the 2 helpers?
Just the one that was talking.
No.
No.
It was kind of a younger gentleman.
Brother, I'm seeing 2 of stuff.
Might want to sit down, buddy.
Okay. I wander and sit down.
Okay.
I'll go up to him and to Albion, and I'll do lay on hands on him.
For 10.
It's
I think it's like a D10
5.
plus something. Isn't
No,
it?
it's
Or no, he
just-
just gets a certain pool.
yeah.
He gets 5 per paladin level.
Yeah.
So it's 5 right now.
Oh, you've only got 1 paladin level? I thought you had 2.
No,
We haven't leveled up.
Okay, but you're level 3.
I did. I genetically I'm sorcerer, so I went 2 level sorcerer.
Gotcha.
Oh man, I feel a little bit better now. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, bud. Sorry about your fingers. I don't really know what happened, but
Can somebody tell me maybe
So
what happened?
you had a caravan thrown on you. From what I can see,
Oh, I remember that.
your fingers got caught in the door that I went through, and then it got rolled over. And when it rolled over, it pulled your fingers off.
Huh?
They're looking for him.
Ain't that a bitch?
could he make like ice fingers and placement in the meantime?
No.
That works.
Oh.
That would be kind of cool, though.
It would be.
We're not magicians.
Well, hell.
You use ice magic.
Hopefully.
Or
for
have
punching.
different food powers.
At least it ain't my right hand.
That's true.
There's that.
A few moments after
We have
you've
drinks coming.
sat here for a while, that individual that seated you does come back, followed by 2 others, and each of them have a tray, and one of them has a tray of drinks. They put out 4 plates of food. The plates have a small, dark square on them, as well as 3 links of sausage, a fried egg, half a loaf of bread, and then the drink is pale ale.
What's the square?
You
I
fiddle
go
with it.
Fucking
It's something
ham.
you've never seen before. Astrion, you recognize it. It's quite a treat. It's
a black pudding.
it's chocolate.
Oh.
It's a small pad of chocolate.
Within 5 seconds, my food's gone.
Roll a Constitution check or save rather.
Cool.
Eustace is just taking his time, watching him, and just in
Well,
disgust.
Well,
You joke.
wait.
luck. You don't have luck.
No, but I have something. Hold on a second. Just gotta find it.
Again, Eustace is just staring at him in disgust.
In disgust.
I'm just eating as good as I can, one-handed and.
I mean, you can hold a knife.
Concussed.
And you can concuss.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fair. Quite discombobulated.
Yeah.
Never mind. I choke.
I just hammer fist him in the chest real quick when I see him choking. I told you to chew your food before you swallow it, bro.
I'm so hungry.
I know, but that doesn't make food just slither down your windpipe, man. You can't just
You're
be
right.
like
I choked my
inhaling.
drink.
I'm just enjoying my meal still. Taking my time.
It's liquid. What do you want from me?
So, what's the plan? We staying here tonight?
Yeah, I got us a room with 2 beds.
Nice. Can we go to sleep soon?
Yeah, finish your food.
Oh, yeah. Food.
As you eat, a few moments later,
Like,
the proprietor of this establishment returns, and she reaches into her corset and produces 2 keys and hands one to you pair and one to you pair.
that's what that's for.
She just kind of takes that in stride for a moment. Your rooms are pretty close to each other, only one apart, so I figured you'd appreciate that. You all seem to know each other.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
You finish your food. Your rooms are at your disposal whenever you'd like to go to them.
After I get done eating, I'm probably gonna go hit the hay.
Yeah, I'm going to the bed.
I'm a sleepy boy.
I will ask for a bottle of wine.
You flag someone and ask for a bottle of wine. Well, sir, around what vintage are you asking? We've got some top shelf stuff. We've got some more affordable selections. We have a wide range to cater to all of our guests. What would you like?
Middle of the shelf.
Something to sleep on then. A whole bottle will run you about 10 gold.
Give her the 10 gold.
Brother, do you mind just if I join you for one of them there drinks?
Can I get 2 glasses, please?
Well, that is your bottle. You can take them to your room. Glasses are provided.
Is this the fucking Holiday Inn? Fuck.
What you doing? I'm chilling at the
So-
Holiday
So
Inn.
she gives us 2 glasses?
If you ask for 2 glasses now and you want to drink at the table, he can give you 2 glasses, yes.
But I'm assuming there's glasses in the room.
That's what he said.
Okay. So I will head to our room.
Okay.
Do you follow?
Well, of course.
You make your way to your rooms. You open the door to see that it is quite nice. It would be quite spacious with 1 bed, but with 2, it's a little less so. Still plenty of walking space in the floor. There is a writing desk at one corner, a vanity at another. There is a little side room that's kind of been portioned off, and it does have a bowl in it. Though it is empty. There is a little square of paper that says you can ring the bell for service. And the beds are quite nice. Simple frame, but the mattresses are pretty high quality. Anyways, the rest of the night is yours.
Pass the fuck out.
Oh, I'm asleep as soon as I fucking walk through that
3
door.
hit points.
I'll pull usage of glass.
I was
Do
just
you want me to make you make a deck save or something? Like,
thank you
you're
kindly
looking
there,
at me
brother.
expectantly.
No, I was telling you.
Okay.
Also, in case usage doesn't notice, I don't use my glass.
Okay.
Which I did notice. But I just say thank you kindly, brother, and I appreciate you giving me that health potion earlier. I hope you didn't get hurt too there bad.
It happens. Take a swig.
Yeah, you know what was funny though? The guy driving the caravan, the Baron or whatever, Boris, whatever his name is.
You're not there.
Whatever that man's name was, his reaction to Albion losing them 3 fingers. I tell you what, man, that was just so damn funny. I couldn't help myself.
It is kind of funny.
Laugh it up.
But you know, I kind of hope he finds his fingers because something tells me he might need them.
Yeah, they got it, fist or weapons.
Well,
Now your left hand's dull.
I can relate, and I'll show you the stone hand, and I'll take it to it.
When did that happen?
A few months ago.
And
Take it to it.
I'll just like gulp the rest of my glass down, and I'll say, "Well, I don't want to keep shups no longer. We've been beat to hell and back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for the drink."
Damn.
Take it to
Yes.
it.
What the fuck did he do with our camels?
Who knows?
You never. I just brought them with us into the. I assume when we made our way to the city that I was just because I.
Oh, the camels were checked at the gate.
Well, then they were left at the fucking gate, I guess.
I was just curious. You defensive.
I was
You
just.
defensive.
I was just assuming that I just drug them until I couldn't
how
take
strong
them.
are you?
I was leading them. I wasn't dragging them. I was leading them.
So you two have found sleep. You've gone to bed, Eustace. Is there anything you would like to do while you've got the time to yourself, Astrian?
I'll check my arm, because you said I could
Right.
feel it. Yeah.
There's been some tearing, and it's weeping with fresh blood, but nothing sleep shouldn't fix.
Fell asleep, bro.
Gotta let your body heal.
I mean, if he wakes up with all of his fingers, that's fucking amazing. I love this end.
It'd be a bitch to get my hand back, or my arm back instead. Anyway, I'll look at that and go to sleep.
You find some sleep, and as the exhaustion takes you and you all drift into whatever dreams you may have, whatever thoughts may rise to the surface, you've managed to ruminate on the experiences that you've had, the people that you've met, and the things that have happened. And you do all gain a level.
Yes!
Yeah!
Woo!
Level 4, bitches!
Alright, we're gonna have to do this one at a time for HP.
Yes. Bryn, start us off. What level are you going to take, and what...
I'm taking monk.
You're going to take monk? Okay, so go ahead and roll HP.
What is it?
It's a D8, I believe.
Yep.
I'm kind of torn.
Like his arm, or...
Like, I don't know which one would be the better decision.
4.
Because I feel like getting at least level 3 in sorcery would be good.
Okay, well, think about that to yourself. Rob?
I'm taking monk. 7.
Nice. Trenton?
Vital.
Roll that D10.
I will roll that D10.
Was
It's
that a
happened.
D10?
It's happened, Will.
Yeah.
Will, it's happened. Guess what we just got?
A feat?
Slow fall.
Yes.
5.
5. All right. JD? Going paladin? Going sorcerer? Gonna mix things up? Go warlock? You're not allowed. You haven't done anything thematic towards that. Gonna have to talk to me before you want to swap to get another class
I
like
think
that.
I'm just going to go paladin.
Paladin? Paladins are fun.
Yeah. Well, sorcery, I kind of left
you
that
wanna
kind of
do
behind.
that-
I've been focused on paladin shit. You know.
Adoption and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm probably going to regret not getting that level 3, but eventually.
All right. Go ahead. Show me that D10 roll.
D10. 4.
4. Yay, none of you rolled a 1. We will take a quick intermission while we let our boys do their level up things.
So, just for your sake and the audience, I have chosen the feat Skill Expert, which gives me a +1 in one ability score of my choice to a maximum of 20. I get proficiency in one skill of my choice, and then I get expertise in one skill of my choice. So I've chosen Dexterity. Now my Dex is a 20. I chose to give myself proficiency in Perception and expertise in Acrobatics.
I just chose Fighter Initiate, unarmed fighting, so that way my punches do a little bit more damage.
Gotta be impatient, huh?
I was impatient from level 1.
6 fucking sessions with a D4.
Hey, next level, we get 2 attacks per action and Stunning Strike. Then you have a problem on your hands.
Then the real homebrew comes out.
Right.
For the audience, I have chosen Great Weapon Master.
Yes. Yes, my child.
High
And
risk, but high reward.
for Eustace, I went with Blessed Warrior, and for the cleric spells, of course, Guidance was the one. The second choice I chose was Resistance.
So, did you go ABI or feet?
He went feet, sounds like.
What feet did you choose?
He chose.
Cleric Initiate.
No, wait, paladins get
Yeah,
the
that
fighting
at
style
4.
at level 2.
Oh, and he just went 2 into Pal. Oh, so he doesn't get a ABI.
That's only if I went Sorcerer, but I sacrificed the ABI to go into Paladin.
You wouldn't have got it as Sorcerer either because you'd
I
only
don't get
been
one at
3,
level 3?
4.
Oh.
Everybody else, or me and him, got feats because we were all one class.
Well, I've got spells to be more useful, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Very, very dead.
And at level 2, don't you get Divine Smite?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I do.
This feat actually got me a lot. It got me a +1 to damage and hit.
Got you a +1 to AC.
It got me a +1 to AC. It got me a +1 to my initiative. It got me a +1 to my dex saves, obviously.
Wow, it's almost like dex-based classes are super weighted.
Yeah. And then I got a +2 to my passive perception. My acrobatics
I'm
save.
so shocked.
Or my acrobatics check is now 9. Like,
I'm so shocked
shit.
that you increased your passive perception.
it was the only one that logically made sense, dog. What was I gonna do? Take proficiency in
What's your passive
Arcana?
perception now? Or-
16.
Yeah, it's only one higher
Well,
than
you
mine.
just went up 6 health, so that's good.
I just gotta give Rob shit about increasing his passive perception.
Well, you get to keep doing it because I'm not going with Blind Terry for the one shot anymore.
Oh, you coward!
I know.
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I gotta swap it up on you.
Oh, I know. You know what he's doing.
You did by going Blind
No,
Terry.
this-
No,
it's worth it.
it's worth it,
It's
dog.
worth it.
I'm going with my rap battle bard.
But do we
I'm
long
disappointed
rest?
in
You do get your long
You
rest.
won't be when you hear my rap battle bard.
I'm gonna make sure he dies.
No, he won't.
Eustace, Eustace and Astrian, you were both woken up fairly early. With a knock at the door.
Short or long rest.
It's a long
Long.
rest.
Do I lose my level of exhaustion?
Yes.
Yay!
Nice bed. Good food.
I'll answer it.
Okay.
That's cheap.
The dude standing at the door he's in work clothes, very plain canvas clothing, something to keep him fairly cool in the heat of the desert. And it is a tabaxi individual, fairly light, feline features, fur that covers his face, short hair. He kind of looks at you and he looks at a list. He says, are you Twin Dragon Drag? This is room 6, right? Yeah, this is room 6. He should be here. Are you him?
No. Switch keys. He's over 9.
Bastard! And he slams the door. And you hear 3 steps. Just 3. And then you two are woken up with a knock at your door.
I go and answer it.
Who the fuck's that?
You see much the same. A tabaxi individual with short hair. He looks at a notepad. Are either of you Dreg, Astral Dragon, Ascendant Twin Dragon?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Drake.
Got a package for you and your other twin dragon, and he produces a small square box.
I take it.
Okay.
I open it.
And he kind of leaves. You open it. It's wrapped in simple paper.
Poison gas.
Fingers.
It's from the guy back at the village.
Damn it! I can't go this in either.
It's 3 fingertips.
Oh,
Oh, yay.
hey, Albion,
Oh, yeah.
got you some fingers.
Oh, man, they found my fingers?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let me have.
We need to go
I'm
find
gonna
a
take
doctor.
the box. Yeah, we gotta find like what are them things? They used to come out to the. They used to come out to the monastery.
Can we,
They're like
Miracle workers?
well, kind of. They got the robes and they do the. They do the priest people.
Clerics.
Clerics. That's the damn name. We gotta find us a cleric. Let's go find the other 2 and we'll get us some breakfast and go find a cleric.
I feel like your fingers should be #1 priority.
Well, yeah, but we're kind of a team.
No, I'm talking
you
about the
know?
breakfast thing.
Oh yeah, well, I guess we could get breakfast later.
I mean, what if they have finger foods?
I might laugh at that after my fingers are safely attached back to my body, but for right now, that was just mean. Let's go. And I'll come out and I'll knock on door 6. But hey guys, I got my fingers. Y'all want to come help me find a cleric?
Eustace will get up out of bed and he'll do what he normally does and go try to find some distance and wash his face.
I mean, you're in a room with another person. Distance is kind of not your friend here. You can like walk to a corner if you want.
Yeah.
Wait, so you wash your face.
Yeah, I just press
He pressed the digitations.
So what about the kangaroo mouses?
Ooh, right. Quick point of order.
Oh
Do you
shit!
keep food on
they
your
all
person?
died in the fire. The
He
mini
made his
fires.
saves.
Half damage.
Okay, but the
Still
beard,
killing the kangaroo.
the
mouse.
beard, that's full cover, Holmes.
I keep food in my backpack, yeah.
Okay, I would like you to roll a d4
Okay.
and multiply it by 5.
Ooh. 15.
No rations for you.
So, yes, any food that was kept in your backpack is now gone. You prestidigitation yourself, and as you do, you feel rustling in your copious amounts of facial hair. And you kind of stick your fingers in there, and you feel one thing, and then another thing, and then another thing, which is 3 things, but you could have sworn there were 5 things. And that question kind of comes into your head, and you kind of look around the room, and you notice the molding on the floor, where the wall meets the floor. There are some scratches across them. And as you kind of like take that in, there's a hole. And you go, huh, whatever. You still got 3 kangaroo mice in your beard.
It's gonna take
What's
over
the-
this
what's the-
fucking
what's the time?
tavern, dude.
What's the time lapse from that and the knock?
Just a few seconds. Just him kind of... Oh, at y'all's door or his door?
Where we go knock
we're
on
knocking his door.
there.
Oh, just a few seconds.
Okay. Are y'all coming?
Are we able to just putting my shirt on?
I'll hold the box. They found my fingers.
Lucky. Yeah.
Ain't it? You want to come help us find a cleric and see if they can reattach these bad boys?
Before we do that, we gotta do that toll. Remember?
No, that's not for fingers. are
Actually, you don't
priority.
remember.
I don't have any recollection of this, and all I'm saying is I think they'll be alright with us reattaching my fingers before we just go walk around the city.
Now, hang on just a minute. this is a guide. Maybe they will guide us to someone who
Well,
can
yeah,
put
I'm
your
gonna ask him if he's downstairs, but I mean, I feel like time is of the essence as far as like the ability to reattach these appendages.
Well, just considering it's magic, so I don't really know.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'm
I'll run
not.
downstairs.
I'm not.
You
big
run
on
downstairs,
magic.
and as you do, you see that there are copious amounts of people in here. The roar of laughter and chagrined profanities being thrown around a few corners. Some people kind of having some beef with one another. Some people having drinks and laughing. Just a whole hustle and bustle of the downstairs area. And as you kind of look, you do see one person seated close to the door. He's got on half-plate armor, a familiar face, cleaned up now though. The same guard that
I go
brought
over.
you in. And he kind of looks and he sees you approach and he raises a small mug and he says, "Oh, well, good morning."
Hey, how's it going? I got a question for you.
"What?"
So you know my friend that was missing the fingers?
"Yeah?
He has them again.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anywhere we can go get them reattached?
There's a few places. What kind of money you looking at?"
Some?
That sounds like a great answer. So, after the little walk around and we have some conversation, I can take you to one place which guaranteed extraordinary work.
Can we go there first?
No.
What if his fingers don't make it?
Well, I mean, if you can pay for this service, then the fingers will make it. And then if you come away from that place and you're unsatisfied, I can take you somewhere else. Pretty much the opposite end of the spectrum. You won't have to pay a penny, not one copper. And I can promise you they can get whatever piece of you need put on you back on you. But, well, you'll see when we get there. So,
Alright.
where are the
Be right
others?
back.
What? I'll be here.
I go back up to Albion and I'm like, all right, so we have to go on the tour first. The guide's downstairs. Let's go. Grab Albion.
It's almost like a fucking kids. Now, follow.
You
Homie
four-
said, time to abandon again.
You four make your way downstairs.
Well, hold on.
Oh, fun, be that way.
Eustace wants to check his acrobatics today. He
Oh
wants
my
to-
god.
I want to somersault out the bedroom door.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're about to get cookie.
That face tells me you fall on your face.
7.
7. It's unfamiliar terrain. You've never been on a foundation
He's
so
somersaulted
level.
out the window.
You somersault, and as you're coming up, you just crack your head straight on the door frame.
Done for the night.
You take a
That-
point of bludgeoning damage. There's a small trickle of blood right above your eye.
That damn fucking dice has dicked me
Fantastic.
on a 4 all night.
But after that, you make your ways downstairs. Wrong podcast.
Yep.
And you are greeted with the same sight that you'd previously seen, Dreg. A hustle and bustle, plenty of people, comings and goings, food being served, and your guide, the same town guard that ushered you in before. Kind of set close to the door, and he kind of waves at the three of you as you appear at the top of the stairs.
Oh, hey man, I
Four
don't
of
know
you.
if you're the one that found them, but thanks for my fingers.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was, the leader of that caravan and his crew
Oh
that
shit,
found 'em.
Boris? Man.
Yeah, that's his name.
Alright, if I see Boris, I'm gonna have to shake that dude's hand.
You'd like that.
Was there
I'll just put my head down.
was there any
Shamefully.
Just the fingers in the box?
Pretty much, yeah.
You didn't pay for the fingers to be reattached. Bullshit.
Why would he do that?
It was his caravan that did it.
Not his actions.
Yeah, he ain't paying for shit.
Out of the game, Astrian threw the caravan, so if anyone was paying for anything,
Astrion also has 500 gold outside of game. Just saying, wink, wink, cough, cough. Help a
But
brother out.
Astrion doesn't like to.
it's not my fault someone grew up in a monastery, broke ass.
Damn. Unexpected and uncalled for.
So
It wasn't uncalled for.
this guard finishes his drink and he stands and he says, "So, I'm ready whenever you fellas are."
Let's go.
Oh hell, I'm ready, man. I'm trying to get my shit back on.
All right, well, follow me. And he pushes the door open, and as he does, just the difference of night and day in this city. The streets and walkways are just filled with people. The fountain, what was a small trickle, is now just a beaming radiance of crystal clear water just spilling into the bowl of it. There are stalls set up around it, many people buying, selling, trading. He kind of waves his hand and he says, you see, we have some prime real estate here. This is the first square. This is where a lot of the, the people who come and go more often, they do their business here. There's some housing, a good number of stores. And then we're gonna go down that street there. Follow me. And he leads you down around the square off to one side. And the number of people start to thin until there's no one in this alley. And then he stops and he turns to face you. And he says, "Now listen. I understand why the four of you are here.
Oh, this is fucking Michael, isn't it?" I kind of get, I give him a little side eye as he says that and be like, "What's your name, brother?"
My name isn't fucking important. What's important is I know who the fuck you four are. I know why you're here, and I know who the hell you work for. Now, I cannot begin to express my disappointment when I learned that you two specifically had fallen in with a gang of snakes."
To be fair, we kind of got tricked.
Oh, no, listen.
Shut up.
No, listen.
You two,
We're in
I don't know
full-
who the hell you are. But if you know what's good for you, you will tuck tail and you will run the fuck away from here right now.
No. You got it all wrong, man. You got it all wrong. So check this out. We have entered into an agreement with these
Snakes.
Viper people, right? We're infiltrating them so we can find out their weaknesses because they have what we need. And so we are using them to further our goal while at the same time taking them down from within because my fella here,
So you're fools.
Yes.
You have no idea how
I mean,
deep
on,
this runs,
on
do
the
you?
surface area, you might believe so, but we have heart, gumption, and a tenacity that you just wouldn't believe, my friend.
And determination.
Let me guess. This first job, super simple, right?
Yeah.
We just gotta meet a guy.
Okay. Did you shake hands on that agreement?
Yes.
And you came away with that something, didn't you?
And I'll just the snake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know how to get rid of those by chance, maybe. We were thinking we just gotta kill the guy that put it on us.
First off, I doubt the four of you could. Secondly, no. That ain't how that
I
works.
can kill anybody. Don't you worry about that.
I want you to understand this goes deeper than any of you probably know.
Well, then you help us.
I ain't helping you do shit. I'm telling you right now. This is the most help you're getting out of me. We're gonna finish this.
What about the fingers?
We're gonna finish this fucking tour, and then you're gonna have a choice. You can stay here and do whatever the fuck it is that you came here to do, or you can take my advice, turn around, walk into the desert, and keep fucking walking. But anyway,
See,
let's go down this road now.
damn.
I just want to point out the whole time Ashton was smiling.
I look at Albion and I'm like, I think he has split personalities.
I don't know, man. Let's just keep walking.
I read that in a book. It's a picture book, but I understood it.
Now, this here is the second square. And he kind of gestures as you come around a corner. You see another fountain. This
Man,
time,
y'all got 2 squares?
there's 3 of them.
We got 2 streets where I'm from.
He
Not
you
even a
see
square.
this fountain where the previous one was marbled stone. This one is clad in bronze and engraved with reliefs along it. It looks quite beautiful, and it too just pours crystal clear water, cooling the immediate area. Much of the same business kind of relations here, but everything seems a little bit more highbrow. Instead of dried meats and curiosities, people are peddling jewelry, fine silks, extravagant pottery. Some people are bartering time, even. And the general community around this area seems to hold themselves to a little bit of a higher regard.
So, are you telling me that, like, I noticed that the stone one was back there, the brass one's here, like, the fountains to, like, help represent the class system here?
Oh, well, I suppose you could look at it that way.
I told you.
The people who live in this sector, they stay here. There's no coming and going. They have their businesses here, they make their money here, they raise their families here. They contribute very heavily to the infrastructure and economy of our city. And as such, they are very deeply rooted. They've got ties and they hold positions of power for the most part, and most of them know people, which is very important around here. You probably won't see much of this sector, but if you are interested in getting your bits put back on you, he gestures to a grand,
You ain't gotta put it like that,
large
man.
building.
Makes it sound like you're trying to reattach my wiener.
Be glad you weren't trying to go through the door with that.
This here is our community's grand cathedral. Plenty of healers, spiritual leaders, guidance, kind of life coaches, and anywhere you would need to come to worship. This is the creme de la creme, would it be? And I can promise you there's someone in there who could get all of that sorted out just perfectly.
Alright, can we go?
We can knock on the door.
Knock on the door. No.
He shows you to the grand arched doors, and they're relieved with much religious iconography. Strangely enough, to your eye, Eustace, there's iconography for many different cultures, but there's something that you notice as a through line. In each one of them, even ones where it makes no real relevant sense with your training, you notice a serpent kind of engraved in at least some of the settings for each of these religions. All of it seems to be centered around almost. The serpent is certainly not front and center, but it is always a constant. But you knock on the doors, and a few moments later, they begin to open, and somebody stood in the middle. They've got fine robes on that kind of come down all the way to the floor. They've got well-kept hair, tied back, dark, kind of weathered skin, and they smile warmly, and they say, how may I help you?
Gender?
Male.
Male. Yes, sir. And I'll hold the box up and kind of hold my hand. I seem to have come upon a tragic accident, and I was hoping somebody here could assist me in reattaching some of my fingers.
Oh, well, many people have unfortunate accidents in their lives. Follow me, I'll show you to someone who may be able to assess the damages and tell you what can be done.
Oh man, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You said those snake markings was along the building we just went in?
The door of this cathedral had reliefs of many different iconographies from different cultures, and just through the entirety of them, you would see a serpent crop up. He shows you to a side room, and somebody is leaving. It's kind of a portly individual. There's a little bit of sweat off his brow, but he's nursing his shoulder, and there's just like this light smile over his face, and he looks like he feels relieved of something. But the man knocks on the frame of that door before he's saying, "Excuse me, we have more guests. In here, please."
Thank you.
You walk in and you see a younger woman, kind of silvered hair, fair features, dressed in much the same robe, kind of sat at a table. There's a few scrolls and books beside her, and across from the table there is a chair. She kind of looks over and she says, "Oh, hello. What can I help you with today?"
Yes, ma'am. My name is Albion. I'm one of the twin dragons. I seem to have had a couple of fingers misplaced, but I found them. So I was wondering if there was a way you could use your magic to reattach them, maybe.
There is no magic here, just healing. Please, take a seat and I'll assess the damages.
Thank you. And I'll hand her the box, and then I'll sit down.
She opens the box and sets it on the table and looks
I'll
at them.
unwrap my hand as well.
She takes your hand and studies it for a moment before opening one of her books and flipping through it. You can see it, though most of the writing is unintelligible to you. And then she stops for a moment and she's doing some thinking. Well, with a small donation, I'm sure one of our clergymen here would be able to perform the necessary healing to replace one or all of these.
What kind of donation are we talking about here?
Well, this is a bit of a sizable act, so it would probably breach 1,000 gold pieces per phalange.
Gold per.
That's not a donation. That's a fucking medical bill.
Well, I'd like you to understand that gold is a very precious metal, and when offered as tribute, it does often catalyze most of these actions.
So how about 5 gold?
Well,
That's all I have. And we're from a monastery.
what if I can? Is there anything I can do for y'all?
You poor people.
Well, you could join the clergy.
Well, I can't necessarily. I have another purpose that I have to fulfill. But if there's like a job I can work out to maybe pay this debt.
He's always
Oh,
there,
we
he's
don't-
working for
We don't work in debt here. But if you cannot make a donation, that's perfectly understandable. And she puts a hand over the back of your damaged hand. And there's a bit of a warm sensation that goes through, and the pain that was there is gone. And then she kind of reaches past the table into a small box and produces a small clear vial with a clear liquid inside it. And she says, if the pain comes back, you can take this.
Well, I thank you. And I'll grab my fingies.
I run back out to the guard.
Oh, howdy. How'd that go?
It didn't. Where's the other place?
That's what I thought.
I'll
Well, follow me.
slowly walk out.
Yeah, I didn't know that when you were at, like, how much money do you have? And I said some, that you meant like 3,000 freaking gold.
Only 3,000? That's a steal. Well, follow me.
Yeah,
I'll show you
that's
to the
highway
third
robbery.
sector.
I don't know if I want to.
Do it.
Yeah, but
Do it.
he said that
Do
things
it.
could go bad.
I mean, what's worse than not having them?
not being able to make a fist.
You'll be fine.
You don't know that. What if they're like stuck outwards? All I can do is eye poke people for the rest of my days.
Use your right hand.
Well, sometimes
Use your
my
feet.
right hand has other stuff going on.
Use your feetsies. Let's just go.
Come
get the other
on,
person
come
out.
on. And he starts
I'll
walking.
think about it on my way.
He shows you through the streets, and the houses of this area are very well adorned. Most of them are quite large. The houses that you pass coming from the second sector, most of them have glasswork even, with open windows. Very, very well endowed economically. And then as he shows you across a small bridge that kind of comes over a steeped, leveled, almost reservoir, or aqueduct rather, the area of the city you move into now, the stonework is older and weathered.
It's more Arcana speed.
Very much so. And the deeper down these streets he takes you, you see less people. And the people that you do see are they look a lot like Eustace for the most part.
They smell like them too.
Not nearly as bad.
Oh, wow.
But eventually he does bring you to another square. And he gestures, and it's a simple cemented fountain that just kind of pours water over itself. The water is a little brackish, and he gestures to it and says, "This is the third sector. The people who can't really make their own way and need a lot of help tend to come here, but the ones that gather here do tend to find a way to help each other. And I think there might be somebody who can help you. A lot of the people around here have seen her, and they swear she's a miracle worker. Follow me."
Insight check.
Go for it.
Can I make one too?
Yep.
Ooh, that's good. Thanks, Owen.
Would you two like to add anything to this?
Oh god, this die is not working now.
24.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I'm just gonna stand back and kind of take it in.
I am very still, just smiling, looking at God.
He leads you down a street, and the overhangs of the buildings, most of them are on tilted foundations. They kind of block out the sun. So the shade is nice, but it kind of makes it hard to navigate. It almost becomes labyrinthian as he shows you through. And one person does kind of come out of the shadows of an alley and just kind of missing teeth, big smile on his face. And he said, "New people? New people. What are you doing here?"
Walking.
"Oh, where are you walking to? Not many people come down here. Most people who do need something. Do you need something?"
Not from you, my man.
Oh, we'll see about that. And he backs away and vanishes back into the alley.
Jesus Christ!
We almost got our kidneys taken, guys.
I don't have one.
They want something more valuable.
I would like you to roll me a perception check.
10.
Nothing seems to be amiss.
What'd I get on my insight?
On the guard,
Yeah.
he seemed honest.
Okay.
But eventually he comes to a stop, and you see a house, wooden facade, very worn down, door kind of just hanging on a hinge but closed. And there are three people who are kind of like set outside it, and like shawls kind of bunched over them, and they're very still. But you can see just under their hood there are eyes, and they're just kind of gleaming in the shadow, staring at the five of you.
I go knock on the door.
You go and you knock on the door.
I'm behind him.
As you come up and you go to knock on the door, The door kind of moves open before your fist can touch it.
Oh no.
Creepy, man.
Hello?
One of the people sitting next to the door go on in. She's waiting for you.
This is creepy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it is, man.
Let's go.
You go first.
I
Push him through the door.
go in.
You go in
Swear to God, if I get poison clouded, I'm gonna be pissed.
and you follow.
Yeah.
Do you follow?
I'll follow.
Do you follow?
Yep.
Okay.
We're all dead.
Eustace, as you enter the door or pass through the threshold, the door kind of slams closed behind the four of you.
Damn, this is how every one of them fucking horror books started too.
As you turn to look where the door slammed shut, it's not hanging on a hinge. It's perfectly squared and sturdy.
What the fuck is this fun house?
The rest of the house just as run down as you would imagined. There are torn books and papers that just litter tables and shelves, broken pots. But you hear as quickly skittering around a corner, this woman, ratty, long gray hair, dragging across
It's
the
Maggie.
floor on all fours, comes barreling through and kind of
That's not
clambers
Maggie.
onto a
That's not
door
Maggie.
frame and looks at the four of you before training on you. You need something. I like it when people who come here who need something. She skitters around the door frame, back onto the floor, and then up to you. She stands up onto both of her legs and unarches her back, and she stands almost 8.5 feet tall. Her limbs super long,
That
and they come up long, curled fingernails kind of come around your head. Missing something.
maybe slightly, but that depends on what I have to do to get it back.
What are you missing?
I'll just hold my hand up. A few fingers.
Flesh?
Yeah.
And you want it back. Need it back. Taken from you unjustly.
I mean, you could say that, I guess.
Is this Smeagol?
It happens.
A deal then. Flesh for flesh.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to back you up right
What does that
there,
mean?
lady. You're gonna have to give me more details on that.
You will be given flesh. And you will give flesh.
What is that?
What kind of flesh? From
What
who?
kind of flesh? You trying to seduce me, woman?
She looks around for a moment before skittering to one of the piles of papers and thrusts her arm in and comes out with a rat. And just kind of brings it to you. And like it's squealing and squirming in her hand before she puts both hands on it and it goes limp. She puts 2 thumbs on its chest and just opens it.
Ugh.
You've seen a flayed rat. Something torn apart by a mongoose.
Yeah.
Or some other weird desert small predator. The entrails of this does not look like a rat. You think back to your classes, what brief anatomy lessons you had. The entrails of this rat look human. And with one fingernail, she digs in and comes away. And I would like you to make a medicine check.
Ugh. I'm so uncomfortable right now. 21.
You recognize it as a kidney.
Did you want a kidney?
She drops the rat to the floor, and her hand comes down and caresses yours with all of its missing pieces. And she brings it up to your face, and as 2 of her fingers go over it, you have all 4 of your fingers just fine. And then she sends it back, and it's mangled once more. And then her other hand comes up and just touches you very lightly on the side. She says, flesh for flesh.
What? what exactly you gonna need for me to keep these?
She just kind of looks at you with this crazed look in her eye.
You want a kidney?
And that finger that was just lightly touching your side, kind of just the whole hand of it goes in. And it almost feels like she's squeezing, but at the same time it feels like it's moving into you.
Dude, I don't want to give up my kidney, dog.
You have two. You're fine.
Do I know that?
Not.
What?
You know, ma'am, I really appreciate everything you've done, but I think
I'll give you my kidney.
you don't.
Her eyes just
you
kind
don't
of
mean that.
jerk
I don't
towards
think
you.
you should be going around saying things.
You need your hand.
I think.
I only need one kidney.
Do we know
I read that in a pop-up book.
Do we know that for a fact?
She begins to skitter towards you, and as she does, a hand comes and grabs you by the vest
Ah!
and just drags you to him.
You done did it now.
Is it gonna hurt?
You ask that question,
As
and her
you just
hand
get
has
stabbed.
her hand has already come up, and it's coated in blood, and there's a lump of flesh in it.
Huh?
You feel slightly empty,
Lighter.
but no pain.
Yes.
I'm not bleeding out,
No, you're not bleeding at all.
but I feel fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Fix his hand.
She skitters away.
Hey! I will fucking tackle you.
I'll look at my hand.
All four fingers.
I'll just like make a fist and like keep
As you
No,
kind of sit
doing
there
that.
and
wiggle.
examine your hand, you're
Eat my kidney!
coming from around the corner.
Oh, sick, bro.
Hey, it's a nutritional snack.
Oh god, Hannibal Lecter's in this bitch. Let's get out the fuck out.
So everything's good. Back to 100% normal.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. Let's go.
Okay. I just slowly back out the door.
The door's shut. Does it open when we get next to it?
Yeah. And it's on one hinge.
All right.
That was some creepy ass shit, man. I don't know.
Low key, you guys don't understand it. If she was like actually trying to take our kidneys, I was about to Kool-Aid man our way out of there.
She did take my kidney.
You offered it.
That's true.
I did, but I mean, she didn't take it.
I need to forget that just happened. So, y'all want to go find this Michael guy?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I figured it'd probably be smart to look in the slum part of town anyway.
As you leave this building,
We're waiting until we leave, by the way, to have this conversation.
the three individuals that were set to either side of the door, they're gone. The
Super
guard
creepy.
is still there, and he's kind of like scratching his head. So, how'd that go?
You know, got some digits, lost a kidney. Everything's fine.
A what?
I mean, I got my hand back. I don't want to talk about it, man.
I warned you. Anyways, we can follow this road here, and we'll pass that aqueduct again, and then we'll be back in the first sector. So that's the city.
Well, I do
It
appreciate
took you about maybe an hour and a half to walk the whole round.
Okay.
Hour and a half and a kidney later, we are back.
Well, I guess we appreciate you showing us around, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take my leave, and I'd like you to think about what I said.
God, that evil him is back.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we thought about it.
Yeah.
And he just kind of walks off down
Bye,
an alley.
Michael.
You get no response.
Damn it. Thought it would work. Hey, did he? Albion.
Yeah.
Did Snake Dude say where we could find Michael?
I'm trying to
recall,
recall.
He ran a pawn shop that was used for laundering.
Ah, okay.
Did we see that on the tour?
He ran some kind
You
of
didn't see a pawn shop specifically, but you saw mini shops.
But
And that was in the second sector.
You saw mini shops in every sector.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we could just ask around.
From the synopsis
Unless one
you
of
were
y'all
given,
been here before.
you would most likely find a pawn shop either in the first or third sector.
Well,
Well, let's check this one
we
first.
have an issue.
Yeah, I'm just going to check. Just state. It's probably in Sector 1.
Yeah, maybe, but
But either way, we have an issue.
what's that?
I'm not the smartest guy around, but I'm pretty sure from that little conversation, they know we're coming.
Who, the Vipers?
Michael. If that wasn't Michael himself.
Well, yeah, but if that was Michael, that ain't good. But
I got
Michael should know we're coming because we were sent by the guy back in the cave.
We're just supposed to. What are we supposed to do again?
We were just supposed to come talk to Michael.
well,
That was all we
boys,
were
it
told.
looks like we got ourselves a situation of walk in the front, walk in the back. Either way, we're gonna get scraped.
I look around.
Probably so,
I look
but
around the sector. Do I see a pawn shop?
Do you separate yourself from the group to look around the sector?
I look around where I'm at right now.
You do see one building that seems to be a shop. It's got a hand-cut wooden sign kind of dangling out in front of the door, and it says Troubled Tonics.
So it's not this one.
we'll just walk around and look.
Yeah, let's-
Just kind of walk through Sector 3. If we don't find it there, go to Sector 1.
But do you know what I do in these situations?
What's that, big man?
Who would like to helm the search?
Fuck it.
I will.
Okay, give me a perception
I
check
can't get percent.
as you
I don't
look
know if
around.
fucking Michael is really going to help us out in this situation.
No, oh my gosh.
No? Oh.
16?
16.
I-
You feel like you give a pretty good
do the job
look
anyway.
around
He
Sector
was
3,
not to do
and
the
you don't
job,
find
so
anything
we
that
do
looks
it.
like a
Well, yeah, if
pawn
we need
shop.
to.
So that was a pass though, right? Because I have a thing that says if I fail perception.
Yeah, you passed
Okay.
it.
Well, I was just happy to re-roll it.
Well, yeah,
Fail.
if we need to do the job for Michael to gain the information we need to take these people down, then we'll go however far we need, obviously within reason. But-
But low key, honestly, is that really y'all's plan to try to take down this organization?
Well, once I found out that's what your brother's doing anyway,
And they
I
have
figured-
lots of stones.
we get the stones from them, we help him take them down, everybody wins.
Coming from someone who it was also part of a organization, if you will. Not the same thing, but
What organization was
Similar
that?
anyway.
Oh, David, it's not here in the third sector.
Well, I guess we should head to the first.
Well, just like I said, didn't I, fellas?
Like he
Um,
said, he didn't elaborate on this, but I can only assume if he asks us to leave, it won't kill us. I'm assuming there's some sort of track.
That's a very good point.
For the audience, I'm gesturing to the Viper tattoo.
Yeah, that's a very good point. But we may be able to find out the more we talk to these Viper people. So,
If they want to be talked to.
well, that's
All right, I'm heading
That's
to the
very
first
true.
sector.
we're walking and talking, bro. That's what we do,
Bye.
dog.
You didn't say that.
Personally, when
I said let's head to the first sector then.
when I was given a job, I don't really give out the information. I just did the job.
I mean, we'll have to talk to some people. Maybe hear some other people talking.
Mhm.
Maybe make some friends in these Vipers. Friends.
I like the pessimistic.
Optimistic.
Yes, that word.
Optimism.
Thank you, random DM. Wait, and he
Random
just- and he just
NPC.
vanishes. No, that guy.
I mean, yeah, I like to live glass half full, you know what I mean? But we're not gonna know till we try. That's kind of our only option at this point is go talk to the guy and just see what he has to say.
Are we at the first sector?
At this point, if you're walking and talking, you could probably have reached the first sector.
All right, on the lookout
You're
for pawn
moving
shop.
into about mid-afternoon at this point. And you're looking for a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Who would like to helm the search?
I will helm the search. Let's go.
I will assist.
So you get advantage.
Still rolling that shit.
No usage, you gotta look upwards.
It literally went back in there. 19.
As you kind of peruse the shops, you see many window signs, door signs, arrows. You see a Timothy's Tinctures and Tonics for the troubled. You see Maddie's Masseuse. You see Ferdinand's Foods. And all throughout, you do eventually find a storefront with somebody coming out of it, and they look just super disappointed, but they are like latching a slightly heavier coin purse, it looks like, to their hip. And there is somebody set at the street, kind of like leaned across a building with their leg up, just head down, and they look over and they see the four of you, and they just point at the storefront.
I think we got directions. Let's go to the store.
All right, we'll head in.
You head in, and there are all kinds of things that just litter shelves. You see weapons
A somersault.
and tea.
God damn it. Bust your nose.
What am I rolling? Acrobatics? Or
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
12.
Bust your nose.
It's not a graceful somersault, but you don't break anything.
So you don't have to buy anything.
Dude is like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sorry, I tripped.
All of you make your way in, and you see a counter, though it's currently vacant. And as the door closes behind you, you hear a small bell ring, and you hear, "Oh, one moment!" And you take in the surrounding. There's just all kinds of things: weapons, antiques, clothing, parcels of fabrics, rocks. It looks like gems, geodes, art pieces, just littered all over the place.
Any of them stones?
Yes.
No, hard
Our
stones.
Oh, you'd have to look a lot harder.
I look.
Give me an investigation check.
Like the,
I'll
like
help
the
him.
cartoons, I
You help
just...
me. Fuck, thank God. 16?
16. You do not find any of your stones. But as you're kind of like rummaging around looking, a woman does make her way down. Slightly older, little past middle-aged. Her hair is a little salt and peppered. She holds herself well, though. She looks very put together. Not missed any meals. And she makes her way behind the counter, and she says, "Well, how can I help you for?"
Hey, pretty lady.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. And I'll kind of get closer to the counter and talk in a little bit of a hushed tone. We've been sent here to talk to a man named Michael.
Oh, what do you need with my son?
I'm not sure, to be 100% honest with you, ma'am. We were just asked by a gentleman to come have a conversation with him.
Well, I haven't seen him in about 3 days. I've been keeping the store running while he's gone, but I'm sure he'll be back one of these days.
Do
Do
you,
you know where he went?
No, but he's a grown man. He can travel where he needs.
Insight.
Go for it.
oh, also insight.
I will also say...
God,
That's a that one.
10.
Why the hell not? I'll take a give you.
2020.
Dirty 20.
That's a 23 there, fellas.
Astrion, Eustace, you pick up on it. She knows more than she's letting on. But Dreg, Albion, just seems like a woman trying to keep her son's business running.
So,
Damn.
you just will lean in and try to persuade her and say, now listen, I know you're hiding something. And then I'll show her my tattoo.
That's more of intimidation.
Well,
Well,
the question is how. When
I mean,
you
he
say
said that
you're
pretty nicely.
yeah, like when you say you're trying to persuade.
I was politely asking. That's why I wasn't intimidating. I was persuading.
But what are you insinuating?
Well, I said she's not telling us everything.
Okay. So you kind of lean in and you whisper that, and you show the scar.
I just want to talk to him. I was told to meet him here and talk. That's it. I promise.
She kind of snarls when you expose that scar. But she collects herself and she says, well, I really am sorry, but I just don't know where he's been lately. And besides, he doesn't have many friends. Nobody's going to come around looking for him. Go for it.
What?
He said insight check.
What is when we walked up to this building? Was there like an alleyway around it?
I don't get the roll of persuasion.
I mean, you kind of biffed that when you showed her the scar.
Yeah.
Oh.
2020, Chief.
She definitely knows more than she's letting on.
Yeah. Was there like alleyways around the building?
Yeah.
Was there windows that I could see?
Well, you didn't go around the building, but there is a second story, and you did see a window when you approached.
Okay. Hey, Albion, come look at this item over here.
Okay, I guess.
Question.
I guess sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Albion,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak around the building and see if I can see anything through the windows.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I go outside. I sort of go out, and I'm like, well, if your son comes by, just let him know that we want to just have a little chat.
Does she have any useful items in the shop?
Define useful. I'm sure somebody somewhere thinks an antique butter churn is super useful.
Yeah, it is. You've never been to our monster ever. It sucks. I go outside the building and
Well, I've churned butter before. Might be useful.
You go outside the building, and as you go to exit the door, that individual is still standing there, and he kind of like looks up from his hood, and he gestures you over.
I go talk to him.
So what'd you learn?
I think she's hiding her son.
She's definitely hiding something. Press her.
I'm about to go break into her house. Will you just calm down?
Go on. You got a job to do. Get the fuck out of here.
Stop calling me over.
While that's going on, as I'm still leaned into her, I'll kind of look at my brother a little bit, and I place my hand on the counter. And is there any way like I can make like a shocking grasp, like electricity, like come out, not like attack the table, but just kind of in an intimidating way, just
You
like
can do that with prestidigitation.
I'll do that.
Harmless sensory effects.
I'll do that.
So you would like to use prestidigitation to assist a intimidation check?
Yes.
Okay, what would you like to say?
Which now, look, I can't pinpoint it, but I know you're hiding something, and I'm bound to figure it out.
When he says that, I'll be like, maybe this might sway your judgment in this, and I'm gonna
1,000 copper. I swear to God.
pull out a pouch.
What pouch are you reaching for?
I'm reaching for my smaller pouch.
And the smaller pouch is...
It has 7 gold pieces in it.
Okay. You reach for your money pouch. It's not there.
I told you that fool robbed your ass. Either of them?
No money.
Welcome to my world.
Do I need to roll anything?
You can roll intimidation, yeah.
Can I make my way up to a window?
But yes, Albion, you do kind of come up there and you attempt to start a bribe or a persuasion, and you reach towards your pouch and you're like, I've misplaced it. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna put my head down and back away, and just
Who's that?
Hey man, he told you you'd need something from him.
That was a 13.
A 13. You kind of show this. You bare your fangs a little bit, and she leans onto the table and she says, "Listen here, young man. This is a reputable business, and if you'd like to start something, you can go start it in one of those backwater stalls. But I've told you what I know. My son's not here. I don't know where he's gone. Now, kindly, buy or sell, or get out.
Buy what?
Buy or sell."
Buy or sell.
You've gone outside and you're
Going to the alleyway and
Okay.
looking up to see if there's any windows.
Oh.
on the side of the building. There are no windows.
Just on the what the back.
You go around to the back and you do see a small balcony, kind of like somewhere just to smoke, maybe. So you figure there's probably a window up there.
I'll muck my way up.
Easy enough with your training. The alleyway here is tight enough to where you can just, from wall to wall, spider climb your way up. And you do breach the balcony. There is a shuttered door with a window in it.
Is it unlocked?
No.
I'll offer to sell my manacles and my signal whistle.
The hand-carved whistle
Yeah.
and manacles.
Yeah.
You put them on the table, and she inspects them for a moment. Are you looking to sell them or pawn them?
Shell, and I still have the apple, right? That I carved.
Oh, right. For some reason, I was thinking that the apple was the signal whistle. Yes, you still have the apple there.
And I set that on the table too.
She inspects the items. She looks back and she says, "I can offer you 1 gold."
Well, I'll take it.
Can I do a draconic love tap?
That's not how that works.
And I would like
Can I
to
push on the shutter?
kind of start to walk away.
You push on the shutter and there is glass behind it.
There's
Or
glass-
rather, there's glass and then a shutter.
Oh.
And as I'm turning to walk away,
So like, like a shuttered window.
Okay.
You turn and walk away.
I wanted to do a investigation check to see if I see any weird misplacements.
Okay. Can you be slightly more specific? Just things that seem like they might have been mispriced, things that people probably didn't want to sell, or like clues.
Hidden door or something trying to be covered like a trap room or something.
That would probably require an investigation check, not a perception check.
That's what I thought I said investigation check.
Did you?
He did.
Oh. You begin to rummage and like move things around, and she calls to you and she says, "Excuse me, these things are very clearly placed and labeled for reasons. I'd appreciate it you not messing with my inventory."
I was just looking.
Look, don't touch.
I don't have any money, it seems, so
I have
I'll
to
be
ask.
taking my leave. And
I
I
have
was,
to- Does this place have a chimney? I have to ask.
You can't quite see the roof from here, so you're not sure. You did not see a hearth in the main room. So
I'm putting my head down and exiting the building.
you exit the building, and as you do, the man standing out front kind of shrugs and is like, what are you doing?
No, just like just fucking do like a mocking shrug to him, and I'm gonna walk around the alleyway.
You walk around and you don't see your brother.
Do I see him?
As he walks around the building, out of your periphery, you do eventually see him come around the corner.
I just kind of look around the alley.
Albion.
Oh shit! I'll be up there in just a second.
No.
What? Huh?
I need you to go back around and like cause some kind of big noise.
Big noise?
Yes.
Oh, I got an idea. Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna go back in.
All right.
to the shop.
You go back in.
All right, and I'm gonna walk up to Eustace. Just be like, hey man, did you find anything useful that you kind of like or something?
Unfortunately, all I found.
About the time he says unfortunately, I'm just gonna be like, oh fuck, and I'm gonna trip into him and knock him into a shelf and try to cause a ruckus of a noise.
Okay.
Can I acrobatically do that shit and make it more
What the fuck
draft?
do you mean? Can I do it acrobatically?
Can I do a somersault as he shoulder checks
You
me?
mean like as you're stumbling, can you like Spider-Man onto a shelf and run along
I'm
it?
just saying right now, he is straight Rolo stealthing this shit.
I mean, I kind of notice he's putting on an act because as soon as I try to speak, he like stumbles into me. For,
Oh yeah, definitely.
For no
I
reason.
shot him a wink as soon as I was like.
So I will
super
just
poorly.
be like dramatically trying to make it louder, act like just like
You
flipping
go
over
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to roll anything.
No.
You don't need to roll to break a wooden shelf most of the time. You stumble into one of these stood-up shelves, and you do break a shelf, and it does clamber over a few pots, stones, glasswork,
As soon
kind of
as
scattered
I
to the
hear that-
ground.
I bust the window.
I mean, it is just glass and wood, so easy enough. I will say. You take 3 slashing damage as you cut your hand on the window.
Dope.
Does he also lose a finger?
I go inside.
You break the window, and as you hear them clamoring and yelling,
Stealthily.
speaking of, you do that, and it was not very smooth. She yelled, "Hey!
I'm sorry. I just got my fingers reattached, and
I don't care. Listen, you come in here and you try to start things, and then you go breaking things, reorganizing my... Get out!
to be fair,
No,
I'm
get out,
I'm
leave.
leaving. But I'm just saying, I didn't try to start nothing. I just asked you a question. You didn't answer me. So,
I don't leave. I know she's hiding something. I stay there.
and I'll grab at the back of his collar and be like, "Come on, Eustace. We got other places to go."
I'll just tell him, no, she's hiding something, and I'm gonna stay
I
here until
will-
she tells me.
Nudge
You
the
should listen to your friend.
fuck out of him in his ribs and be like, "Come on, Eustace. We got other places to go."
You reach down and you manage to find the deadbolt and unlock the door. You make your way inside. Roll me a stealth check.
I'll just be like, as I take that elbow and just kind of proceed out the door.
I'd be like,
Okay.
be like,
Damn children.
ma'am, I'm so sorry about them. Because for my defense, I didn't really say anything in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking around the whole time.
He's daddy of the party.
I'm so sorry about them, madam. Those youngins.
She's nodding and just gesturing you out the door. You came in with them, so you're guilty by association. You've interjected yourself into this specifically, so you're getting the get the fuck out of my store as well.
As soon as they leave,
Mm-hmm.
I close the door.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. You close the door behind them and you stay inside. And she says, "Sir,
Cut the shit. Scream. Killing you. Tell me what you want. Killing you. One way or another.
she kind of stands
I
up
am
straight.
heading straight towards her.
You head toward her. She holds her ground.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You with that stealth check, you're up there. Tell me what you're looking for specifically.
Michael!
Okay. You look around in this room, there's nobody in there.
I go out and go look at the other rooms.
Okay, you exit this room and there's a hallway that leads to a stairwell.
Uh-huh.
There is 2 rooms on the other side.
I go check the right room first.
Okay, the right room is open, and there's a small desk with like a spyglass and a few pieces of pottery, stonework, looks like some fossils. This looks like a few gems. This looks like where something would be like where things are graded for pricing. You don't see anybody in here?
I go look in the other room.
Okay, you try to open the other room and it is locked. With that, we come back to you.
She's standing her ground?
Yeah, she's not making any like hostile actions, but she's not backing down from you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Can I see under the door?
Either
There is a crack at the door.
This is going to turn out one way or another. Either I kill her, which Asrian will kill her, or 2, she's level 20 and I'm fucked.
Do I see any shadows?
Looking under the door, you do see light, but you see no shadows.
Does it look like I can see like the whole roomish? Like
From underneath the
like,
crack.
like just like the bottom of the walls and shit.
You see what looks like a bed frame, a desk, but you don't see. There are things blocking your view from the entire room. You don't see any feet, and you don't see any like moving shadows.
And there's a keyhole.
Yes.
I pull out 2 sewing needles. I'm gonna pick this lock. I read it in a book.
Where
Do you have
did
proficiency?
Where did you even
Absolutely
get
not.
those?
He's a
I'm
seamster.
a tailor.
Oh.
Do you have proficiency in thieves' tools?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So you're just gonna roll me a d20 plus dexterity.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
16?
Hey.
16. You hear a louder voice. Make it out to be Asterion. You're gonna tell me what I want to know, and you're gonna die, or you're not gonna tell me what I want to know, and you're gonna die. And with that, you kind of get a little bit of urgency in you, and you feel like you got to get this open. So you kind of put the 2 sewing needles in, and just jiggle them, and you hear tumblers move, and the sewing needles turn, and you unlock the door.
I go in.
You open the door. There is a writing desk. There's a bed, a nightstand, a vanity. There's nobody in. The bed is made.
Is there anything on the writing desk?
There is an inkwell, a quill, but no paper.
No paper. Okay. I go out and I creep down this.
What are you doing, Asrian?
Approaching.
The minute I hear a loud noise, I'm
Menacing.
going right back through that door.
You haven't heard a loud noise yet. The door is quite sturdy, so being outside of the building.
We probably didn't hear him say cut the shit.
But you probably did notice that Asrian did not come out of the building with you.
Like, hey, your brother stayed inside.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to stand right here by this door.
Okay, well, the reason I was pulling you out.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
because-
your brother's done dipped.
What
I
are you
know.
doing?
No, he didn't
Oh.
dip. He
Oh.
snuck in through the back, and he's gonna try to look
She's
for
not backing
Michael
down.
while we distracted her.
So, this
If
works
you're
perfect
approaching
then.
her,
Exactly,
she's
that's what I'm
not
trying to
stepping
get you to
back,
come
and
outside.
she's kind of stood up to her full height, which is not even breaking 6 feet. There's a dignity to it and a steelness, but she does not look like she's going to fight you.
And I'll slowly take out my sword.
Her eyes narrow.
Cords will only take you so far.
I guess
Yeah,
you're
go
going
for
to attack.
I will say one last time. Tell or die.
And I hear all this, right?
That seemed like it was just at like
Okay.
regular voice, so you probably didn't hear that. But at this point, you are making your way toward the stairwell. She does not answer you.
Then by death it is.
17?
That'll hit.
She did.
Great Muffin Master.
Reckless attack.
You gotta call Great Weapon Master before you.
Oh
roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
And why would you -5 and you get +5?
Oh, I can roll that. Yes.
A -5 to hit plus 10 damage.
It's worth it for, if you quit and stuff. Feels bad.
Oh, show. It's a foam sword.
This motherfucker about to hit us with the action surge.
One more dead. 8.
8.
Yeah.
How are you attacking? A thrust, a slash?
A thirsty slap.
I would say non-lethal, but no. Just a quick thrust.
That's what it looks like you're about to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quick thrust.
You draw the sword, speak those last words, and just, with no response, you half sword it and just jab her in the ribs with it. It strikes deeply, and she does stumble backwards, one hand falling onto the counter, and she's bleeding profusely. Almost immediately, she breaks out into a sweat, and just barely staying on her feet, she looks back up to you and snarls.
That's a bad bitch.
You can see there's determination, and she's not willing to tell you anything. And Dreg, you manage to eclipse the stairwell just in time to see him withdrawing his sword from the woman.
That's gonna hurt. When I was downstairs initially, did I see any other rooms?
The only other room downstairs is a room behind the counter,
And the stairs are where?
beside the counter.
And she's facing toward the door.
Yes, so you're behind her at the top of the stairs.
I want to try to sneak into that room.
Good job, buddy.
With your previous stealth check, just kind of sliding off the stairs and moving into the back room.
I am Snick.
Perfectly simple. Astrian, you do see him move into the back room. There's like no cover from that direction, so.
I'm just staring away, and then while you see us, I'm staring away, and I just see just a confused.
And then what you see is me like Scooby-Doo tiptoeing.
She starts to right herself, and as she does, her hand kind of slips on the counter, and she reaches a vase and throws it at you.
Can I just like catch it?
not when I roll a natural 20.
I jump in front and deflect missiles.
So I rolled a d4, right?
You rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4.
So 8.
So you take 4 bludgeoning, 8 piercing damage as it shatters in your face, and the porcelain kind of like leaves cuts on your face. The impact of it is painful,
Okay,
but
12 total.
He said 8.
He said 4 and then 8.
no, 4 slashing, 4 piercing.
Oh, you said 4 slashing 8.
Yeah. Oh, 8 total.
Gotcha. Cool. I mean, I'm sneaking to a room. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do I hear that glass shatter? The
Yes.
vase? Sweet. I barge through the door.
You open the door back again, and you see her leaned over the counter, and Astrian kind of like wiping shards of porcelain off of his face. Astrian, what are you doing?
I mean, you've already committed.
Yeah, you might as well finish the whole time.
Oh yeah. I have to remember what he said.
I believe you.
What are you doing? You gotta speak.
I think he did.
I can't say. Sorry. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing, but like you, it's probably gonna kill me. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Gotta hit her with the CSI Miami one liner.
You don't need to roll. You can't roll
Less than
below.
2.
Yeah, you can't roll 1 damage. It's literally impossible for you to do. So how would you like to kill her?
Right, just throw.
Full. Full hole Coolidge. Just a quick death, nothing painful. Just a quick. Like what would you say would be a quick death?
Through the
You
heart.
could stab her in the heart. Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Oh, like stab her in the leg. That seems to be like a real thing to do.
Very swiftly, with a straight jab, you plunge your sword into her chest, and she slowly falls to the ground, leaned back against the counter, and you withdraw, and she's dead.
And I walk in about
Yeah,
the time
you
that
and-
happens.
You and Albion, or
Eustace.
Eustace.
Albion and Eustace, you two walk in and you see the aftermath of
Oh,
this.
fuck. That
Is there anything in that back room?
wasn't exactly
there
what I
are
had in
some
mind. I'll shut the
papers.
door.
A small box and more knickknacks
Oh,
that look like they haven't been priced yet.
Anything on the papers?
Make sure
It's a ledger of items
Yeah,
that have
yeah,
been
closed
bought,
and
sold,
locked.
and
Yeah.
rented.
Can I go
Or
and
pawned.
investigate her body?
Anything on the ground looks like has been moved. Any wear marks?
Where the door opens and closes, there's some gouges where it hinges. And there's where somebody comes and goes. But as far as like loose boards, everything's pretty fit.
So, not here.
Well, that's a 16 on that there investigation.
As you search your body, you find a coin pouch and a key.
I'll take them.
Okay.
And I'll also take back my signal whistle, my apple, and my necklace.
Oh my fucking god!
So congratulations, you are neutral evil.
I don't know
Is
what's
that-
what anymore.
I just took back my. She can't use it no more, so I'm just like, I'll take it back.
what the fuck's the plan now, boys?
You killed
I
him.
pop my head out.
We're having a conversation
I
later.
don't think he's here.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I see any random keyholes besides in the doors?
No.
Like not a picture of like a keyhole or anything?
No.
This fun house is not much fun. Is there anything on the floor behind the counter?
You left the fun house a long time ago. No.
Yeah, he's not here.
Only other thing I can think of is talking to old shrugs out there.
All right, I'm gonna go back upstairs and out the window.
oh,
I don't want people to see me leave this place.
you said you found key.
Well, yeah.
He has a key to something.
Was there anything on the papers of her address?
No.
I bet you it was the key to that damn locked door upstairs.
Probably. Actually.
Yeah, it probably was.
Regardless, I take them both.
Okay.
All right, I'll be on.
Yep.
Keep watch.
All right.
You should come on.
I go outside. When I get back outside, I go back to the shady guy.
As he says that, I just like kind of reach for my apple last and just like kind of toss it up and proceed to walk out. Like, got you back, buddy.
All right. You walk out. You go and you talk to the shady individual.
Wait, do you mean walk out? Or you mean walk with me?
No, I'm walking out.
Yeah, I'm walking with you.
Okay.
I walk out the window.
Yeah, I know. I get you.
He kind of looks up and he says, "What the fuck was all that noise?"
Okay, so here's the deal.
What had happened was
I went inside. I couldn't find him. The whole time I was looking, you know, the big guy that was out here with us.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of killed her. She wouldn't give up where her son was, and he killed her while I was.
So, you were sent here to deliver a message and maybe get some information. And your translation of that was come here and kill somebody and leave with nothing?
That wasn't mine. That was the big guys. I was trying to get the information.
Go get your buddies.
Okay.
I'm on watch. Am I just like walking or watching out the window?
Were you on watch from the window?
I mean, kind of, because
Just
I was right
staring
at
out
the
the
front
window.
door. I was just kind of peeking out,
Then,
just
yeah,
like
pretty much.
watching them talk.
So I walk.
What are you
by-
two doing? Eustace, Astrian.
I was following him.
I am looking for locked doors, anything, for that key.
There are 3 rooms upstairs. One of them seems to lead into a bedroom, another into a grading room, and then another into like a lounge room that goes out onto a small balcony. There is a broken window leading to the balcony, on the door that leads to the balcony, I should say. And as you're looking around, you do see some of these doors have keyholes. One of them appears to be tampered with. And it appears that the key that you have now would fit that lock.
Usage. Can I have that key, please?
Well, sure. It's just
Well, the door is already open.
Oh.
It's the door that leads to the bedroom.
I walk in.
I'll just follow behind.
Mm-hmm.
And if I realize that's the key to that door, I'll just leave it on the table.
Okay.
It's a useless key at this point.
I look around, see if I can find anything. Papers, notes, secret entrances.
You open the writing desk and you find some papers. You look around and you find no secret doors, no secret entrances, no trap doors, nothing under the bed. But you thumb through the papers, and some of them are a small personal log, and some of them are a record of that. Some of them seem to have been written quite a while ago, and some of them are fresher. The personal log is fresher. The ones that are written quite a while ago is a log of inventory, income, and then outcome. And then the outcome stops at some point. They stopped sending money away.
Right. I'll take those, and I'll also take and also look at the personal log.
Okay. The personal log is, it doesn't state who's written it, but it does state that I've begun keeping a log now that Marcus has left.
Man.
Oh, his name was Marcus?
Isn't that what I said?
Michael.
Michael. M's. I have a headache.
Okay, you're good.
So
Now that Michael has left, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before somebody comes to try to find him. I don't know what they think they'll find.
Motherfucker.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh, yeah.
God.
God
I just want to say, I
bless.
asked to look at that desk. You said there was no papers.
I said there were no papers on it.
Yeah,
They were in the
it.
drawer.
Yeah.
And a side note, in that
You
cleric,
seemed like you were trying to move quickly, so the message I got off of you was, I'm doing a once-over.
one of those cleric spells I could have chose was mending, and I could have fixed that broken window to make it look like it wasn't broken into.
Hey, what the fuck does that matter?
I think that's the least of our
Matters
problems
not.
right now.
Audience, we're a bunch of cold-blooded murderers.
No. Only
Okay,
one of us.
1/4 of us are a bunch of cold-blooded murderers.
And everyone else is an accessory.
Yes, I was technically outside. And
If
not
I'm going down, you got to
privy.
come down with me, baby.
Anyway,
I was inside.
we hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube so maybe they can pay us money. That'd
Ask
be neat.
questions.
Bro.
Ask us some questions on our Discord. The link is in the description.
Or
Come
on
check it
Twitter.
out. Catch us on Twitter. Ask us some questions there. Hit us up on any social media. We invite you to join us next week to see how we escape murder charges. And with that,
As always, have a wonderful day.